Northern Hemisphere. The length of summer increased from 78 to 95 days. Winter shrank from 76 to 73 days.
The Essence of the Ridges. This was an interesting short. I thought it was kind of a teaser for something more. I wanted to see this as a documentary. I liked the opening quote regarding, appreciating the beauty of a snowflake. It's necessary to stand out in the cold in order to do that. The stats in the beginning about global warming, the winters getting shorter, were interesting. To me, this is about climate change, especially for the people who enjoy going out and skiing and being in the snow and having the winter landscapes. The visuals were nice in this too, the nature and the landscapes. But yeah, I thought this was kind of a teaser to a documentary about environmental change and global warming and the seasons getting shorter and the winters getting shorter, so I wanted to see more, but I thought this was good for the length that it was I thought it was a teaser for more. So good job to everyone, and I would like to see more at some point, if I didn't make that clear.
The Essence of Ridges. I think this is a very educative short. It is important to sit down, watch the short and think in this case, because the climate change is real, and we see how this short is basically telling us the winters are getting shorter and warmer. So there's no, the particular focus of the short is the snow, as we see this nice long take of people skiing, and that's what's happening for real. I mean, ski resorts, for example, mountains, they're not the same anymore. It's getting harder and harder every year to go skiing because the actual snow is missing. That means the winter is missing. That means the temperatures are rising, are going up too fast and too much. And I think that this is the most powerful part of the shore, just opening our eyes on the climate change and all the problems that the climate change is bringing with it, and the problems that we're gonna have to face in the future. So I think overall a very well done short, engaging, educative, and well executed. Congratulations.
All right, I just finished watching The Essence of the Ridges, which I thought was well done. It felt like a short or a trailer set up for the longer form piece, but I really had a great sense of rhythm, and obviously the visuals were very attracting and translating, mainly because of how they built the nature with the music, I thought, and it really gave a really great sort of interaction that gave the piece a great sense of rhythm and pace that I thought really made all the sequences, especially towards the end with the skiing, seem very engaging, easy to get into. It felt very sort of ethereal and had a very natural, spiritual feel that I thought it was good, but obviously I thought it was a setup for something bigger, but I think it worked well in sort of teasing that bigger idea and sort of laying a foundation for what the overall concept was going to cover. So I thought it was well done overall, in my opinion.
The Essence of Ridges. Well, this is a cool film. The message was a warning about climate change, climate warming, and seemed to be on the emphasis for young people or younger adult generations, those that might be aware or unaware of how quickly it's actually happening. It seems to be driven to those who love mountain winter sports, the skiers on the ski hill. And the filmmaker seems to want for us to not take those things for granted, or our mountains and the snow that it gives us to enjoy winter sports. There's no formal dialogue and it's not preachy, so that's a nice feature. And the hashtag Keep Winter Cold, I checked it out, and there's at least 100 posts, but that's a great way to end the film. Thanks.
This film feels like it's the beginning of a full-length feature film, The Essence of Ridges. It starts out talking about how winter is getting shorter, which I could see how skiers and the climate in general wouldn't do well because we need the moisture. Skiers and snowboarders need the winter. This film feels like the very beginning of a film, and it leaves you longing for more, for the full story. Right now, it just feels like a short little advertisement for keeping winter cold, keeping the ski seasons going. But I do think it has potential to be expanded more, to learn the stories behind the skiers, to learn more about the science, about the climate changing, and why winter is getting shorter. But this is a very good start to a full film. If it's meant to just be an advertisement, it does get the attention, but it does actually leave you longing for more.
I really liked the essence of the ridges. I would say the way I would describe this is it captures a vibe. Like, as much as it's told a story, it seems like its intent was, maybe I'm projecting, but it seems like its intent was to like have the audience experience the trip and like the vibe of going on these mountains and skiing and appreciating, like how it says, you gotta appreciate a snowflake, you gotta stand in the cold, like, and so it seems like it's like expressing a vibe, and I felt that vibe, yo. And that's somebody coming from somebody who doesn't even like winter. I'm from Texas. I'm not built for the cold, on God, but I definitely can appreciate the vibe that this film created. You know, I think it did that successfully. So overall, really well done. Good job.
The essence of the ridges like opens with this very ominous voiceover and this ticking clock sound, which makes it really feel like apocalyptic, which is totally fitting for the subject of global warming. It really pulls you in, and it's quite unsettling. But then juxtaposes this like immediately with the sheer beauty of the cold, you know, of the snowy mountains and everything, which I think is really powerful, like, you know, showing you the beauty of the thing that you're about to lose. You know, that's got great emotional weight to it. And it kind of makes you appreciate the cold in ways you might not have thought of before. You know, kind of brings a new perspective to global warming, which is quite cool. You know, cold, you know, the idea that there is beauty to coldness, and that's what we're losing in global warming. Is not something I really thought about before. So that brought a whole new side of the issue to me, which is just very cool.